ते ढालते पण
A bonus for all new players up to 35,000 rupees. The highest odds on popular sports events. An impressive selection of slot games. Sign up now and claim your bonus up to 35,000 rupees with 22bet.
off the track with the new ball, but he does angle the balls back in. Is normally quite a disciplined bowler early on.
Right, we're nearly ready to go. So the one-day international series was won by England 2-1. Now we have 3 matches, the T20 international format. Let's play with Mr. White Detergent Powder. So there was just a hint of turn in the surface, not a huge amount in the one-day international played here a couple of days ago. Off the mark immediately.
Just that little shortness of length, understandable, the very first ball. But Nasir Mahmood will be using that angle, maybe pitch it up a little further than he did with the first ball. For the right-handed Butler, he's got a short third, backward point, cover, extra cover, rather square, and a long off. There's a mid-on, backward square leg, and a fine leg.
A little bit, say a little bit surprised again with Bangladesh opting to go with spin, the new one. So Tuscan Ahmed, who's back in the side, missed the last one-day international, bowled well, bowled beautifully in the BPL as well.
A big surprise with 3 paces in the team, and you open up with a spinner, but Shakib always thinks out of the box and is trying that surprise element. Hope it works for him.
Oh, lucky, fortunate. This outfield is very, very quick. And those are fortunate runs.
They are indeed. I was mentioning that ball that he brings back in, doesn't grip the surface, just carries on, and he bowls it with quite a bit of pace. Look at it, just kept on coming back at the batter. Oh, so close to that leg stump there.
Litton Das is the man with the gloves on. No Nurul Hassan. I'm a little bit surprised. I'm a little bit surprised that Tanvir Islam doesn't get a game. I think he bowled beautifully in the Bangladesh Premier League, but I know that Asum and Shakib are the frontline spinners here in T20 cricket for Bangladesh.
I think 3 new inclusions are enough with the experimentation, so I think the option of getting Tanvir was not really on with the other choices.
Stroke, lovely stroke. First boundary and end of the first over, 9 without loss. Well, debut for Tawad Ridoy, the 78th man to represent Bangladesh in T20 cricket. Keep referring to that BPL because it was just a few days ago, really, a couple of weeks ago. And he was sensational. Averaging over 36, strike rate of 140, 550s, Tawad Ridoy. But this is Tuscan Ahmed, getting better and better with every performance, this fast bowler for Bangladesh, in all forms of the game. Slip in place, deep third and a deep square leg of the 2 boundary riders. Sweetly timed for 4. That's a lovely shot.
That's a delightful shot. First up, it's just the way he eased into that shot and struck it truly. Timing absolutely top class, and the placement meticulous. Didn't have a chance, any of the fielders in the deep. Look at that. Beauty to watch. Raced away to the boundary.
That's not a bad delivery at all. That's probably the length that he wanted to hit with his first delivery. So deep third has come up into the circle and slip has gone to mid-wicket. Big appeal, but just drifting down the leg side, you'd feel. But here's some runs, overthrows.
That's not what you want, getting a little overexcited with that effort to run the batter out. And the process, not enough time for Liton Das to come across and gather it, giving that extra run.
That's going down the leg side. Just a little drop and run. Well, Bangladesh won the toss and decided that they would field first. What do you make of the surface?
Well, the surface looked very dry, very flat. I was really surprised with that decision to bowl first. You'll see evidence of that very soon with the top England batters in the middle. And it also gives the opportunity for the team to bowl second to use some kind of wear and tear and get some purchase out of the wicket if you're bowling in the second innings.
Nicely bowled, but again, England always on the front foot. Just a drop and run.
This is a good way of going about it. After that first ball boundary, it was easier to manipulate the balls. Two umpires officiating today, Masood Rahman Mukul, standing in his 20th T20 International, partnered by the other Bangladeshi umpire, Tanvir Ahmed, standing in his 15th.
A man on the cover boundary now. And on the cover boundary and one at deep square leg. Good over for England. 9 from it, 18 without loss. Wood and Archer, what about that for pace? When England do have ball in hand, and Chris Jordan, who's very, very effective in this form of the game, T20. Sam Curran got a little bit of swing in the ODIs when given the new ball. Right, so now Bangladesh have decided to use the seamer, and it will be Mustafizur Rahman with his left armers. No slip. Again, similar field to that of Tuscan Ahmed. Deep square leg and a point on the boundary.
It's understandable that you are in a defensive frame of mind in a T20 match, but without a slip early on for a cutter, a bowler who bowls a lot of cutters, just show you the third umpire, Sharfuddin Ibn Shohid Shoikot from Bangladesh, and of course The match referee is Niyamur Rashid Rahul.
Oh, there is real power there. Just a little bit of rub he gave himself.
So quickly, so very quickly to position, and when he strikes them, a lot of power behind that. That is a crucial difference, I feel. England have top order, middle order, power hitters, and with this kind of movement, even he moved away, made a little room for himself, freed his arms, and straight as an arrow. He's not a very easy bowler to get away. A spectacular shot.
You've made mention of the tower that England have at the top of the order. Since 2021, they are the best in the world inside the first six, scoring at over 8 to the over, 8.3 to the over inside the first six. Just that immediately puts the opposition under pressure.
Tells you that Bangladesh have got to improve their power hitting in the first, in the power play. They're lagging behind. They're almost second last, I think, in that list that you mentioned.
But on the flip side of that, England may be the best inside the first six with bat in hand, but Bangladesh are the best with ball in hand in the first six. They do happen to restrict opposition.
Well, they've got their work cut out here today. HD, they're going at 8.25 into the third over. The batters looking quite aggressive in their approach, Salt in particular. They'll have to really produce a magic delivery. They need a wicket early on.
That'll be a wide.
It's playing on his mind. You can see the approach of the batters. It's making him try something different. Maybe he's trying to shape the ball back into the right-hander, in the process losing the line. Also trying to slow down the speed of the ball. If you try too many things at the same time, try and vary your lengths and lines at the same time, try to vary the pace of the ball, just works in favor of the batter.
He's doing a steady job here, Mustafa Azur. Given the new ball for the first time in that last one-day international, and he did get a little bit of swing back into the right hand. I don't think there'll be too much swing here. Just a hint, maybe.
The batter backed away enough for him to just angle it towards him and try to cramp him for space. Any other occasion, you'd just swivel and put it away, or maybe even got it, left it for a wide down the leg side.
Good over, tidy over from the left armour. Just 5 from that one, 23 without loss. So 23 without loss after 3 overs. England, Bangladesh won the toss and decided that they would have a bowl first. So far, the surface hasn't brought up too many gremlins. Nasum bowled the first over with his left arm spin and didn't really get anything and was immediately hooked. And now we've got seam from both ends. Again, lovely shot. Just such timing.